Hi guys, so I bought one of these truck campers yesterday. You're not gonna believe it, but the guy gave it to me for $200. I couldn't believe it. So I've been getting a lot of messages. I posted it for $3,500. Changed it, dropped the price to $2,500. There's a guy coming to look at it right now, so I wanted to make the video before he gets here. But I want you guys to see. It did not look like this. When I got it, me and my friend spent about 6 hours cleaning this thing. Let me put this down. So I washed all these cushions, I bleached them, cleaned everything. Here's the stove, sink, 2 heaters. I think one's electric, one's gas. It's got a toilet in there. I'm not gonna use it, but it's weird. I won't show you the fridge, but I'm not gonna pop it up right now. But yeah, we're gonna see if the guy's gonna come and buy it for $2,500.
You say you have a day. If you had a day, I can arrange all the lift
I
off.
don't.
I know you're thinking.
I don't want to say yes because if I cannot commit to it.
Okay. Well, if I say yes, I'm committed. You can see me. I'm honest. And
No, I'm saying if I say yes, I'll commit. But I don't want to say yes because I can't fully commit right now. That's why I said if you give me the cash, then I have to commit. That's
you
the
have
thing.
to commit.
That's
All
It's
right.
not that I need the money. It's just that I know that if you give me the money, then I'm committed. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying that. Then I'm locked in. Then I'm like, okay, well that's done.
Well, can you give me a couple hours?
Yeah.
Give me a
sure.
couple hours, and I will give you 100%. I'll tell you. Do you do PayPal? Can I
Everything.
flip it? Okay.
Well, I actually prefer not PayPal, but anything else.
Oh, because I can put you as a friend. And they won't ding
Well,
you.
with PayPal,
The visibility.
you can retract payments, whereas like Zelle, you can't really retract the payment.
Well, I think I might have.
Not that you would retract.
No, I'm not going to
just-
do it. I'm
yeah.
so freaking honest. I only do cash. Everything. It's just the way I live, you know. And
But
Zelle.
Zelle
12:30.
Zelle preferably.
12:30.
Or cash, doesn't matter.
2:30. Let's say my favorite number 3. By 3 o'clock,
Uh-huh.
you'll know exactly if I'll drive up here, or you can drive to my house and we'll start the process.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I got to take. There's just so much I got to do. I got to take the boxes off, and that's why if I had a day, but if I put money in your hand, then it's a done deal.
Yeah,
and
that's
you'd
fine.
stay another day here.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so by 3 o'clock I'll know, and you're gonna hang in this kind of area.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my storage and just chill around. Anybody who sends me a message, I'll just say, hey, you gotta wait until at least until 3 o'clock.
What do you call that? It's what's the word they say? It's spoken for. Or
Pending.
Pending.
Yeah.
Can you pend it till 3?
Pending.
By 3, and I give you my honor and my
Sounds good,
handshake.
pending. Yep.
Okay, just give it to me because I really got to just think out a few things.
Yep.
You know, I think it works. The negatives are small on this.
Yep.
I don't like a small door going in and out. That's just preference. All the ones I was going to get are all 6-foot doors.
Yeah, it is a little door.
Yeah, and this is the way whatchamacallit's the real popular brand.
Lance.
Nah, Lance is bigger. The small guys pop up.
Is Lance good?
Lance is good for campers, big ones, pretty good.
'Cause every time I see a Lance, it's like just ready. You push it and it's gonna fall over.
Well, that's because they bought them and left them sit for 100 years and that.
Yeah.
You tell me what you're gonna look for, and I'll forward you some cool shit. I know how to find anything.
Okay.
It's what I do for friends. Hey, dude, how'd you find it? You just gotta be patient and put it out. This just popped up today.
I had it. No,
You posted a while back, or
before I got it and before I had pictures, I used a picture that I grabbed off the internet, which it looked a little bit better.
Yeah,
and I told everybody's like, I want pictures. I'm like, you're gonna have to just give me a day. I'll get
you have
pictures.
to have pictures,
And it
'cause-
was dirty. I didn't want to post dirty pictures.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is take off all the with the heat gun, all that.
Yep.
Lightly clean it, and I'm gonna paint it gray like this.
You know, it might just come off with a Brillo pen.
It might now, yeah, but,
Yeah.
but if you heat it up, it'll come off with just some turpentine or something like that.
Yeah, and it's too bad this is
Yeah.
like that because I'm sure that told you everything about the camper, the weight and everything.
Yeah, they usually have inside somewhere. They have one of them. Yeah, it might have been. There might be something in there that has that info.
Yeah.
So we know all the lights work inside. So that means all these lights, you just have to plug into something else.
Yeah.
And that
Everything's
committee,
working.
it's big enough. I got a 40 quart in there. I run it at 35, 37 when I'm down a ball. Everything's ice cold. Keep for months, literally off-road. But I have to put solar panels. This, I'd have to put one good, like a 200-watt charger and everything, and then put it right where that battery is, too.
Yeah.
All right. 3 o'clock.
Sounds good, man.
Okay?
All right.
If
If not, just let me know. Even if you're like, oh, I don't want it, just let me know. No
I
big deal.
will let you know
Okay,
that.
Yeah.
That I'm really good at. I won't hold you.
Okay.
But if you give me an honest till 3,
Yeah, for sure.
I'll know if I'm buying it 100%. I'm
sure.
close.
Yep.
I'm real close, by the way.
For sure, man.
Bro, thank you so much, man.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Make sure your sensors are good.
Yeah. I'm just going around the block.
Yeah. Those are just holding this one. Usually here down.
Yeah.
It's better because it pulls it down into your truck. But whatever. Sir, thank you.
All right, man.
Is Ken Brown's son working with you guys? A Brown?
Yeah.
Eric? Yeah. Cool. Tell him when that crazy old surfer guy yelled at him. My buddy's son. I love when you're in a community long enough. This is what happens. All the guys that we used to surf with, they're boys. They're all friggin' these guys now.
Yeah.
I saw them come down and rescue someone on my street, and I went, what a great feeling to know that they grew up to be those kind of men, you know, responsible. It's big being a fireman, but that's cool. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just going through.
No, take your time. You're good.
Oh, that's cool. So you're looking at more stuff today?
Always. Yeah.
Oh, good.
But well, my main priority is the camper. But
Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
So, I want to make sure do you know they all work?
Yeah. I had to jack it up. To
Oh,
put it
you
in
had
there.
to jack it up.
Yeah, so what we did is we did
Yeah.
5 inch, because he says you don't want to do them at the same
No.
time, 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So we did 5 inches, 5 inches,
Yeah.
5 inches, 5 inches.
Yeah. And you can get another handle. Those are easy.
I got 2 handles.
Oh, you got 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. In case you lose one or something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, like I said, my buddy has portables, and there's only 2 of them, but I've already took this off, so you just go under here and lift off the camper, and then basically you just drive your truck,
Yeah.
you ride back up in. And
That'd be easy. Once I put it in, just bolt it in.
yeah, I did side bolts. You can also, if you had to, I got to keep these for my other, but you can get those style. You know how they do camper shells?
Yeah, on eBay they're like $20.
Yeah, or cheap or whatever.
Yeah.
You can find them. Yeah. So anyway, if you did 6 of those, you know, you'd have a pretty secure thing. I go off road, so that's when I look at something, I think, well, how's this thing going to go off road? And obviously you have to create tie downs on these. And usually the tie downs, they always bolt into the corners here, and then you have something that extends out the.
That's what he had. I asked him if I could have them. He's like,
I
they're
wouldn't
too
give 'em
expensive. He's like, I can't give them to you. They're too
not, though.
expensive.
I looked at them the other day. You can find them, I think, $30, $40 sometimes for the set.
Yep.
And they have different mounting things where you don't have to weld or anything. You drill a hole and the thing goes out. And it's you want to do something to your frame. That's you want to mount it to the frame.
Yep, the mount. He says it doesn't require welding. It's like just bolts on.
Bolts on. Then you
Yeah.
have turnbuckles that come down
Yeah.
to the extension. And you just put it in any hand.
Is that what you would do? You do the turnbuckle thing?
100% on.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm going already. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do the turnbuckles, and then it goes. It's right on the frame. So.
Then you could really like move.
Oh no, you could. You don't even know it's there. I don't think about having a camper on my truck. I just know how functional it is. You know, it's it works. You know. Okay. All right, back to this. So that is. You ever use the Measure app on your phone?
Major?
Measure.
Oh, the Measure app.
Yeah, it's the first time I used it, I went, wow, man. How come they don't teach you this stuff? It works. So today, you lining up anything, or you just cruising, or?
Today I got to go to my storage.
Okay, it's here in town.
Oh yeah, I got to ship. I do eBay, so I'm shipping some eBay items.
Good.
Yeah.
You do old eBay stuff?
So with eBay, I got a lot of clothes.
Clothes.
This lady died, and I bought her entire wardrobe collection.
That's the way you do it. Yeah.
She was addicted to QVC, so everything is from QVC. But the good thing about QVC is everything has a number. So to look it up, you just punch in the number, and it tells you got every.
She probably still had the tags on.
The type of cotton that it's, where it comes from, what year.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this stuff's great. Everything is all from QVC. So it was like the greatest score because I didn't have to look anything up. It was just there.
There, and then you could price it off of that and go.
Yeah.
Well, how do you pricing? Is it hard to figure
So
out?
with clothing it's different, but you price by condition. New with tags obviously is the
Yeah.
best. Then you got new without tags.
Yeah.
Then you have pre-owned excellent. Then you
Yeah.
have pre-owned okay. Then you
Okay.
have pre-owned crap.
Yeah, I bought some Patagonia shirts from eBay and scored. You know.
Oh yeah, you can get
It's a-
Patagonia cheap.
I know a lot of people that do that for a living. You know,
Yeah.
it's tricky because you really got to work, but you're willing to do it, and it's keeping you. How long you been drug free? For quite a while now.
Technically
Go ahead.
5 years, but it's more like 8 years.
Okay.
You know, during that 3 years was like a wiggling.
tricky, yeah.
But it feels like 8 years, but it's technically been about 5 years.
You mind me asking what your demon was?
Oh, fentanyl. All the way.
See, I don't even fucking know that drug.
I shoot a little bit of speed too,
Yeah,
but for the
yeah.
most part, it was
Yeah, fentanyl.
it was fentanyl. Yeah.
And so, what is fentanyl high?
So it's
like-
easy.
it's
It's easy
like-
to explain. So you ever remember being a kid and Christmas morning and Santa Claus is coming and all your presents are there?
I lived through the cocaine era, so I've blown that up my nose when I was younger and realized I lost half my friends, lost everything. Cocaine was big for a while.
Yeah.
And then that's a fake drug, fentanyl. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a drug, but it's synthetic.
Yeah.
And it gives you that high, huh? And that's what
So-
you look for from it?
It just feels so good. That's
Yeah,
why it's
you-
so hard to quit. And then when you don't have it, which I never I didn't want to do it, but
Yeah.
what happens is you get so sick that you're willing to do anything to not be
I
sick.
got you, bro.
And
It's-
if you have to rob Smart and Final to
Yeah,
do it,
yeah. It's
you'll
hard.
do it because you don't want to be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, dude. I'm proud of you, dude. It's an accomplishment. You know, you got this whole life to live. Why fuck it up?
Yeah.
Just live it the best you can. Do the things. Treat people kind. Treat people right, and your life will be a good life. You know. I don't know what to do more. I got a 32-year-old daughter, and she just teaches. She doesn't do drugs or anything. So I figured, whoa, won the battle there. You know. It's tricky. It's a demon, man. But when you say it like that, when you're off of it, then your whole body just goes. It wants to go somewhere, and you got nowhere to go but down.
You can't get up out of bed, and you know that the only thing that's going to get you up out of bed is if you go and see the dealer. So at that point, what do? Do you just lay in bed? No, you've got to get up and move.
Yeah, it's heavy. And your drug you said that you take to counterbalance your addiction?
Suboxone.
Suboxone.
Yeah, but so like somebody who doesn't take Suboxone, like that's why it's the drug of choice in prison. You'll get high off of it, but if you take it every day, it no longer, you know what I mean? It's like taking aspirin. You don't feel it anymore. But what it does do is it blocks it. So like, let's say I had a craving and I'm like, I'm depressed today.
Yeah.
My girlfriend broke up with me. I want to go and get high.
Yeah.
So then I go down to Skid Row and I cop some dope. It blocks it to where I can no longer feel it.
Yeah.
So whenever there's that option, it's not really an option because I know it will do nothing for me and I'll waste my money.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Like
are
the
big-
Vivitrol for cigarettes.
Yeah, those are big steps. You know, I worked on a lot of guys that made it through AIDS, and they're taking the drug to keep them alive, and it's working.
Yeah.
And stuff, and yeah, whatever. It's always tricky. Life's tricky. Fuck, what am I saying? It's tricky as shit. Okay, we checked everything with the battery. You
Yeah.
can't. Outside lights. Did it have a switch for? Does it have?
Oh,
Or it just
yeah.
has that's a plug-in thing, probably, huh?
Oh yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, plug in.
And
yeah.
is that? Did he show you it or anything?
Yeah. What did he say? He said.
Should just be a bunch of wire.
What did he say? I forget. What did he say? Oh, I think. Right? No, that's another outlet. There's an outlet right there.
Yeah, yeah. That,
I don't remember how to get those lights working, but I'm sure they work if everything else works. I would I would bet.
Need a plug.
It's got so many plugs.
Well, that's, you know, and nowadays it's all, what you would call it, I think I got anything to plug in.
That's a solar light.
Yeah, the best simple ones. They're called what you call it? These were the first ones I got. They what are they called? What? Oh, Lucy. Yeah. So I learned this from a gal that used to blow balls up when she was really good.
Oh, that's
You
crazy.
squeeze it.
Is that for the water?
That's air. So it's waterproof when you put the cap down. Blow it, throw it,
Oh,
and
wow.
then you got some serious lightage.
It's solar?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
1, 2, and a
Oh,
flashing, and
a
then
Lucy
back
light.
off. The Lucy, but there's so many more now.
Uh-huh.
This was like one of the first generations, and I've had these for freaking almost 10, 15 years plus.
Really?
I just put that in case I need it outside or something. I just hang it up.
So it'll always work?
Always,
Oh.
yeah. It's just I leave them where the things. It's gathering light, even though it's a minuscule amount. So then I think you squeeze it again, push it down.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah. There's a lot of little things that make sense. First thing I try to teach people about camping is get a spray bottle. You know why? I go, brush your teeth, finish, flick it off, rinse your coffee cup out, spray bottle. Oh, I need to wash my face. There's so many simple ways. I carry a lot of little solar flashlights, and I just found some new ones online that are like, they're so cheap, and they're headbands.
Yeah.
And they work like this. You don't even have to touch. Once you click a button, you just go like that, and it goes on.
Yeah.
It goes off.
Oh.
They're so bright, they're scary. They're like, I could light up that building with this little bit of LEDs. So we were gonna. So you're gonna come to 1,000 or 15 or with a trade?
Oh, man.
And I'll help you put them on. That's going to be hours out of whatever. Just you don't have to answer. If we'll stay true to this for a while today and not sell it. If you got, I know you said the guy in LA will offer you that, getting it there.
If you want to do this, listen. This is what I'll do.
Yeah, I just need some. I got to talk to my buddy. I got to figure out.
You give me the 15 right now,
Mhm.
and we can go and make it happen.
Yeah, 15, huh?
Yeah, you give me the 15 right now. Let me have the cash in my pocket.
So then you're giving me $1,000 for this?
Essentially, yep.
Yeah. Got itch and handmade wood wrap.
Because I know for a fact.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'll push 1,000, but
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
you'll get what
I mean,
you-
I could.
You could get lucky and sell it for it.
Yeah, but I
If you-
like
if
it.
you
I
look
really-
up Callan,
Uh-huh.
you'll see they're in San Diego. They're the guys. I mean, they did so many. They do so many styles. They custom make everything. And I swapped art to the young kids that ran the company, and then they turned out to be drug addicts, and they ruined the legacy. Unbelievable. I go, dude, how could you do that to your father? You know, but they weren't doing it against anybody but their drug ass selves.
Just because this is really exactly what I'm looking
Yeah,
for. Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
me. That's
Yeah.
not me.
No, I understand. Dude, I gotta think. I can't hand you money without knowing it's 100%. It's just, that's why I was asking for it. If you got time today, I gotta talk to my friend that I was gonna give this to and explain him what possibly is gonna happen here.
Well, it's not a guarantee. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, the guy may not even want it, you know? Like, people
Well,
say things all the time. Like,
You understand that
Yeah.
part of business.
you wouldn't believe how many people don't show up every day.
I hate that part, you know. Yeah, I hate that part.
I don't mind people backing out, but
Yeah.
don't tell me you're 30 minutes away and
Yeah.
then not show
Yeah,
up.
no.
That's the part I can't do. Because if
Yeah,
you
and
tell
then-
me you're 30 minutes away, that means I'm waiting now for you.
Yeah, and I knew I was a hop, skip, and a jump. I knew right where you were, kind of. I didn't know the store was here or whatever, but now I do. as we call it, fart and smile. Okay, that did that. Let's do this. And
What are the hooks for on your trailer? Is that so you can like grab it by like a crane?
now when I camp, I hang my whole kitchen hangs.
Oh.
Then I hang pots and pans.
Okay.
So that's just for real fun camping. It's quick. You know where your pans are going to hang. You know where things are going to be. And I even have a table set up that goes to the side of the camp.
Okay.
I used to do hooks in the car, but I just bought this Tundra a while back, so I'm not going to do it. I had a T100 forever. Really good truck. Really good. Okay, so you know your battery has a little juice.
Yep. You got the Tundra on Marketplace?
Yeah, I actually did. It's a fireman up in LA who lives in San Clemente, and he wanted 14, and I offered him 10. You know, came up to like 11. I let him come to my art gallery with his girlfriend, and I'm so freaking generous. I said, go ahead, pick some. You know, he got some really cool pieces of art. He just bought a house, so I felt even better, like he was putting my art in his new condominium or whatever. You know, so really nice, man.
Did it come with the grill thing?
Yeah, it did actually. And I put the KC lights on the LED. Again, I found them for $40.
I sell those. I'm always looking for those, the KC lights. Those sell it unbelievably good.
But they're so cheap.
No,
those.
not the
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 glass.
Hella ones.
The old glass.
Yeah, those are cheap, but there's the other ones. I forget.
KC was another brand, and Hella, and there's so many. I hate to say it, Chinese brands out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
These I got. It had the full wiring kit, all the way up to a switch, and just didn't even have to drill a hole. I hooked them right on the bumper that was on the truck. I was driving off road, and then I was driving on the main road in Baja one night, and I'm like, oh, it's getting kind of dark. I just put them on just to see them. Oh, I can see it's like daylight. They're so bright. Yeah, it's fun to do things right. Yeah, it looks like things are working.
Yep.
You trusted the guy that you got it from, that he would almost tell you the truth, huh?
Oh yeah. Dude, I feel like I was just doing him a favor, like just getting it off of his property.
Yeah, and that's what you were doing, and that's what happens. That's how I try to find them. But some of them are in such bad condition.
Yeah.
This it's going to cost some money to fix it, by the way. You know, I gotta, you know.
I may go to Joann's right now and just start working on that.
Go ahead. I think it's not a bad idea. How are you going to do it? Glue it?
Nope. Needle and thread.
50. Oh, just so long.
Yep.
$5 foot.
Like if I got the same fabric and did like a design and did patch, like even put one, like, you know what I mean? It would be like a design all four corners.
Yeah, you like sewing?
I just do it a lot because the wagons always need to like repair, so I'm always like stitching a few things.
I got you.
Yeah.
Let's see what that is. It does go over pretty much over the window. Yeah. See, the other ones mostly are 8 foot beds, so they go over the back a little bit, which doesn't bother me too much. But then it hangs just about the middle of the door there.
Where would this one go? Right here? Would it be right there?
On this one?
Yeah.
Look at it, we're almost. Yeah, I can measure it. No, here, hold that on that part of the bed down below, or whatever. Down here, so no?
Oh, okay.
That's it. 7 foot.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just about 7 foot. So these beds are 6'5", I'm pretty sure, and it would pretty much just be
Come out just enough to put the stairs out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just double check. I'm sorry. I hope I ain't messing your whole day.
No, you're good, man. Don't worry.
Try to be respectful. Yeah, it comes right here.
Yep.
Virtually, it'll be right here.
Yep. And stairs will be
there's-
right here.
Yeah, and there's nothing that has to fit on the side like that. Those little doors should all fit in, right? I guess that's something to think about, but I could live without the doors on that. I don't even know why they have locks on them. What are they going to put there? Something. See if it's the same. Just so you're born in LA?
Oceanside.
Oside, okay.
Yeah. Tri-City.
I was born in Whittier.
Why? What do you got going on today? Besides shopping?
I was gonna go look at the waves, but I think
Did you see him the other day with the earthquake?
waves?
Yeah.
No, was it
When they had,
a tsunami?
I don't. When the earthquake hit over in Thailand, it wasn't the
Oh.
same. It wasn't the same day, or maybe it was.
That's freaky, that man.
Hmm.
Because none of us know what a tidal wave looks like.
Yeah.
So it's 50, 59. Yeah, that's freaky. When they had that first one that happened over there, people were just, oh, look at that, the ocean's going up. I didn't know that. None of us did.
Yeah.
Because we never, unless you study tsunamis, you don't know much about them other than they're unbelievably powerful. We'll hook that on that door.
You remember the one in Sumatra in 03?
Hook it on the door. Yeah,
Okay.
Right there. So that is 59 and a half. So yeah, if it fits back here, this is irrelevant. I can take them off. I don't want them on. Oh. Oh, that's just oh, so that needs to be okay. This goes up and down. How does this work? You tried it?
I haven't tried that yet.
So, oh, I see. It goes up
Yeah.
and goes down. Yeah. I'm thinking all the time while I'm doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
And this goes got so excited in space I forget which way use the positive and negative. I might just leave it undone. Ask my buddy who did that. Try cranking it down, I guess. Put it back to.
All right, guys, I had to record this. Oh my gosh. All right, I just pressed record and I'm starting to hit traffic. I am freaking out. This camper that I'm pulling, like my heart is racing. I'm sweating. Once I hit 50 miles an hour, oh, let me tell you what happened first. So when I picked it up, I drove off. Once I started hitting 50 miles an hour, right when I got it yesterday, it starts shaking like this. The camper starts going boom, boom, wobbling back and forth because it's not tied down securely. And my car starts bottoming out, which I've never had my truck bottom out before. Like where I don't know if it's like the wheel hitting the wheel well, or if it's my brake locking up. I think it's my brake, but I don't know. But it's scary when you're on the freeway and it's shaking and then like it locks up. So the guy who's in the video, you guys saw. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened. The price was $2,500. He kept trying to say, he said he would take $1,000. I'm like, I was so offended at $1,000. I'm just like, let me give you guys a quick backstory. When something's a good deal, I do not try to talk people down when it's a smoking hot deal. The reason why, if you try to talk somebody down on a smoking hot deal, you know what's going to happen? They're going to get offended, and they're going to go with the line of people that are ready to buy it for asking price because it's such a good deal. So I knew, even though I got it for $200, I knew $2,500 was a really, really good deal. Even the ones for $4,000 are like way worse condition. This is a 2008. Like the ones that are like 1987 are still like $4,000. So I knew $2,500 was a really good deal. So when he shows up and asks if he can have it for $1,000, I'm offended, but I let it go. It's business, whatever. I lowball people all the time. I let it go. But I wasn't going to give it to him for $1,000. So this is what I say to him. I wish I would have recorded this part. Maybe I did. He says, "What's your lowest?" He had a camper. Oh, he shows up with a truck with a camper already on his truck. So even if he wanted to buy it from me, he couldn't have taken it right there. So that was like the first time. Like, well, he's showing up with like, what are you gonna do? Like, you just come to look at it? All right, whatever. So I knew immediately he couldn't take it. But he said that he lived 10 minutes away because he got there in like 10 minutes. So I knew he wasn't far. So I'm thinking, okay, we can just drive to your house, drop it off. Cool. So he asked, "What's your bottom dollar?" I said, "Listen," I said, "if you give me your camper shell and $1,500, I'll give you this." As like, and I really did want his camper. I want a camper that's hollowed out, nothing inside,
just like so I can do it the way that I want to do it. That's really, and that's what his was. The outside wasn't very nice, but I think I could have still sold his for maybe I probably could have gotten 1,000 for, maybe, if I was lucky. Maybe more if I did some modifications to it, but I looked at it worth at 1,000, and honestly, I really just, he seemed like a cool guy. I actually wanted to do the guy a favor because he was such a cool guy. Like, I try not to let my emotions get in sales, but honestly, with this one, I did, because he was such a cool guy. He was from the beach like me. He's from California. You know, he's just trying to hustle just like me. I really did want to do him a favor. But if I'm going to do you a favor, you got to pay me, okay? When I want something and somebody has something, like there's been times where I don't have my truck and I go with my car and I know I can't pick it up. So what I do is I come with cash and I'm like, listen, don't sell this to anybody. You're not selling this to anybody. And the way we're going to do this is I'm giving you cash right now. I'm going to put you on the honor system. I'm going to trust you, you know, and so I just slap cash on people, and that's how you get them to really hold stuff. He didn't want to slap cash on me. I said, you know, and I get it, he's old school, but that's what you can't distrust everybody, okay? Eventually, at some point in your life, when you want something, you're going to have to put some trust in somebody. And right then was one of those times that he should have done that. He's an older guy. He should have known that. And so this is what I said. I said, give me $1,500. I said, listen. I said, this is what I said to him. I said, listen. I said, what I want. I said, to make the deal go through. I said, I just want you to give me 15, like just straight up, like right now, give me 15, and let's just make this happen. Like you need a day or whatever to work it out. No problem. Just give me the money and we'll work it out. I would have even been okay with just, all right, you want to make sure it's not going anywhere? I'll just park it at your house. I'll go take the bus and go get my car. Just give me the money. Let's make this happen. He didn't want to give me any money. He said, can you give me a few hours to think about it? I said, yes. I said, but I did tell him, I said, I'm not committing to anything. I said, but him going and giving him a couple hours to think and to work things out was for, what was it? I don't remember, but I told him, like, I just want you to give me some money, we'll make this happen. He couldn't trust me enough to give me the money. So I go to Joann's Fabric to get some fabric. There's some holes in the canvas that I was gonna fix. He was like so adamant. Oh, it's gonna cost so much to repair that. Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, for one, why would you put new canvas on an old raggedy camper? And the way that the canvas is, it's not like one giant piece of canvas that goes all around. What it is, it's blocks sewn together. Block, 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 all sewn to make one piece. So to make a repair, all you got to do is cut out one block and put a block on. And I'm trying to tell him that. I'm like, bro, no, you don't need thousands of dollars in repair. And I pulled it up on eBay. Blocks are $10 or $9.99 for blocks of canvas for 10 by 10. And so I knew, like, there was this lady one time, she was gonna buy a stroller, and the stroller had this tiny little rip in the sunshade. She comes to look at it. She's trying to lowball me. She says, I'm gonna have to spend so much replacing this sunshade canopy. And I'm thinking, lady, there's no way you're replacing that sunshade canopy. Why would if it was like brand new, it was like a brand new canopy with just like this tiny little flap. I'm thinking, so you're going to remove a almost flawless canopy, throw it away, and replace it with a new canopy? I knew she was lying. And I'm like, no, I'm not budging on price, because I know 100% you're lying to me right now. Please don't tell me you're gonna and this is like a common thing when you get into full-time selling. You'll meet up with people. Oh, that's in such bad condition, it's gonna cost me so much to replace it. Dude, stop lying. You know you're not replacing it. You're either gonna use it the way it is, or you're gonna make a small adjustment for 50 cents and fix it for $1. Like, come on, man. And I hate it when I go to meet people. You'll see in the video, I'm completely honest with the guy. The same thing I'm telling him, It's probably the same thing I'm telling you guys. I don't lie about anything. The reason why I don't lie is because when you lie, you got to keep up with your lies. And I don't remember. I've done so many drugs. I don't have a good memory, so I won't remember any lies. But anyways, all right. So back to the point. So he doesn't want to give me any money. I go to Joann's. I'm searching for the fabric so I can fix this. That way the. All right, I'm really trying to make this video for you guys right now. I'm risking my life because both my hands need to be on the steering wheel. So I'm literally risking my life for all my 300 subscribers, I mean. All right, so my phone died. My heart is racing. I am trying to do this video. I'm trying to. The truck is shaking. This is very scary. And I know I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I've never hauled anything. This is my first truck. The only thing I've hauled is with my junk removal thing that I do once in a while, which doesn't pay very well, by the way. Especially when you advertise on Yelp. Yelp tries to charge you $500 for 3 people clicking on your listing. But anyways, so I'm at Joann's getting the fabric, and he calls me. Answer. He starts being a little pushy. He says, hey, I figured out what I want to do. He says, I'll give you $500, and right now, and then I don't know if he said today or tomorrow. I think he said tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we'll go, and I want you to drive to Valley Center, and we'll go to Valley Center to my friend's house. And he describes his friend's house as like this junkyard. And if you've ever been to like Valley Center, like it's a lot of junkyards. A lot of people have got horses and cattle, but a lot of people just got junk. Anyways. And he wants me to go there. And what we're going to do is we're going to take off my camper, and then we're going to take off his camper, and then we're going to fit his camper on my truck, okay? I would be down for that. I actually would. But I made a vow a couple years ago. What happened? This is what used to happen to me. People would say, hey, I'll give you $500 if you deliver it. $500 if I deliver it? Which $500 be the asking price. Hey, I'll give you the asking price of $500 if you deliver it. Yeah, all right, cool. So what happens is I go and I deliver it. I end up being on some sketchy property out in the middle of nowhere. And when I meet the person, it's not just the person, it's the person and 5 of his friends. And I'm selling something to the guy, and then all of his buddies start looking at it. I wouldn't buy that. Oh, dude, you're gonna buy that? No, you know Jose's got the same thing for way cheaper, right? You can get it from Jose for $200. Hey, buddy, listen. I'm only gonna give you $200 because Jose's got it way cheaper for $200. And then all his buddies are like, yeah, Jose can give it to him. Buddy, you're charging him $500 for that? What are you, a scam artist? You're gonna charge my buddy? Here I am in the middle of nowhere, getting bullied by Javier and 6 of his friends. And what am I gonna do? Say no at this point? They've got me cornered. Okay, I've got to give him the thing that he said he's gonna give me $500 for, the thing that I paid $300 for. Okay, so now I gotta sell it to him for $200 to then get out of there safely, to not like risk getting beat up by these people if I overcharge them, because according to them, if I overcharge them, I'm doing them dirty. Okay, and that happened a few times, not just like that the way I described, but similar, where people put you in an uncomfortable situation to then make you sell it cheaper. Or what they do is you get there and they're like, oh, you didn't tell me there was loose stitching. Oh, you didn't tell me that this is from 1999. I thought it was from 2001. Oh, the 99 models? No, those have bad reviews. I didn't know it was 99. Oh, listen, buddy, the 99s, those are only going for 100. I can't give you 500. I gotta give you 100. Yeah, it ain't worth more than 150. And so what would end up happening is I would start feeling so uncomfortable that I would just budge and give it to them for a lower price and actually sell it for less than what I paid for. Which is, how does that make sense if you're a full-time seller, right? So I said, I'm going to stop putting myself in situations like this. Okay, you want me to deliver? We'll deliver, but we're going to meet at a Walmart and you're going to give me a deposit, okay? I don't care if they give me a $25 deposit, but you don't pay the asking price, I'm going to keep the deposit for gas, okay? So I started just really like sticking to that. So when he starts saying, hey, I want you to go to Valley Center, my friend's going to be there, we can do it there, what do you think starts popping into my head? All the bad times that gave me PTSD from being in sketchy situations, and he wants me to go out to Valley Center? No, I'm not going to Valley Center to then have you tell me, oh, there's something, oh, the canvas is so much more expensive now that we're in Valley Center. No, I'm not doing that. So there was a guy before this guy that said, hey, can I, oh, today's Tuesday. He said, hey, can I come down on Friday and pick it up on Friday? I wrote back very politely. I said, I'm not sure that I'll have it on Friday because I'm not. I'm trying to sell it now. That I'm getting a lot of messages. I said, I'm not sure that I'll have it on Friday. But please check back on Friday because it may or may not be available. But I also worded it like that because it'll tell you how serious somebody is. If he starts saying, okay, hey, listen, I'm going to see if I can, like, ask my boss to leave, because he's a firefighter, and he's at the precinct, or the fire precinct in Los Angeles. So so the reason I worded it like that was to get some information out of him. I want to see how serious he is. Is he going to say, hey, I'm going to see if I can leave work right now and just come down and buy it from you? Hey, maybe I can get somebody to cover my shift and I'll just come right now. It tells you somebody's motivated, okay? But if he just says, okay, well, I'll just text you on Friday to see if it's still available. If he says something like that, that tells me he don't care. If he says that, what that tells me is he's probably not even going to buy it on Friday. It means by Friday he will have changed his mind, because it happens all the time. But then he throws me a curveball. He says, I asked him, I said, well, you know, because I want to know, what's the holdup? Why can't you buy it until Friday? What are you doing until Friday? And so if it's a paycheck thing, that's something I can't work with, because if it has to do with getting paid, it's the whole reason I'm selling things, to get paid. But if it's a geographical issue, it's already on my truck. And so that's the information that I was trying to get out of him. Is it geographical? Because if it's geographical, we might be able to make something happen. So I said, what did I say? I said, I forget what I said. I said, I'll look through my messages. But I said something. And he says, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm a firefighter. And he works like 3 days on, 3 days off. So he's got to be there for like 72 hours and then gets like 72 hours off. I think that's the way firefighters work. So he says, I'm at the precinct. I don't get off technically until Friday. And that's why I want to come down on Friday. So I'm like, okay. My car is in LA. Remember, I didn't tell you guys. I was in San Diego. I had my car. I picked up Michael to pick up this camper. Michael called out from work. We rented a hotel in Los Angeles just so I could bring Michael with me. We picked up my truck because it was late. It was getting late, and so in the morning I had already driven from Los Angeles to San Diego in my car. So to then go back to Los Angeles, I'm not making 4 trips. I was exhausted. So the smartest thing to do was to pick up Michael, go to Los Angeles, spend the night in a hotel, spend because the hotel was $100 plus $100 deposit, but $100. I knew I was getting the camper for $200. So the way I looked at it was, okay, I'm just investing another $100 in the camper. That puts me at $300. Okay, gas. Okay, setting up probably another $75. So that's putting me at $375 already for the camper. But I know that I'm going to sell the camper for a lot more. So these costs are not really, they're adding up, but not enough to make it not worth it. So me and Michael go, and We spend the night at the hotel. In the morning, we wake up at 7 in the morning. We go to get my truck, park my car, and we drive the truck back. We pick up the camper. And so I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah. So the guy says the guy says I'm in LA. I'm working as a firefighter. So I tell him, I'm like, hey, like I kind of live in LA. Like my car is in LA. So like it would be like semi convenient for me to come up there, because like you guys know me and my girlfriend. I don't know if me and my girlfriend just broke up and I moved out, but I can still spend that. We're not fighting, we're not mad at each other. Like we still love each other and everything's still good, but it's just very hard for us to live together. But so I knew that I could go to LA and sell it to him, be exhausted, and go spend the night at my girlfriend's house on the couch. And and so it's not like I'm just gonna go to LA and be stuck in LA. Like I will have somewhere to go after. So I tell him, I send him a message. I'm like, actually, I might be able to go to LA, but what was really holding me back wasn't the other guy, wasn't the other people interested in purchasing, because I can just change location from camper in San Diego to camper in Los Angeles, and I'm still going to get the same amount of responses. That's the cool thing about selling online. But the issue for me was the shaking. I'm in traffic right now, guys, so I'm pretty calm. Like the truck drives good with the camper when you're going 10 miles an hour, okay? Once you hit 50, 55, that thing starts shaking. It's like I've never hauled anything like this. I don't know about shaking. I don't know if it's normal or if the truck's gonna tip over. I have no clue. But yeah, so I tell the guy, and he's like texting me over and over, like, hey, like, can you come to LA? Like, what's up? And I'm not responding, not to be rude, but the reason I'm not responding is because the other guy is coming, and I don't know if the other guy is coming with cash. When you're waiting for people to show up, you have no idea who's going to show up. So like, I don't know if he's coming with $2,500. He's just going to slap $2,500 on me, and it's going to be, all right, adios, thank you, nice doing business with you. You don't know. It could be some crazy situation. So the guy in LA wants me to drive it up there. Keep in mind, I also had ties, these orange ratchet straps, which I had not used yet. The reason why is because when I went to go pick up the camper, the guy who loaded it on my truck, the guy who sold it to me, was like, oh no, you don't really need those. You just need these orange straps. And in my head, I'm thinking, this is a gigantic 1,200 pound camper. Like, I don't need extra support. So I just took his word for it. Okay, yeah, sure. Because I have these other straps. The ratchet straps that I just bought, I have other straps, and they don't have a ratchet on them. It's just these orange straps that they sell at Walmart and Harbor Freight. You just pull them, and that's how you tighten them. You just pull them, which they do work good, but there's like a pressure limit. And I mean, I guess they do work, but they're not going to hold a 1,000 pound camper. And then when it's swaying, that 1,000 pounds then turns into like 2,000 pounds of pressure. So, anyways, that's the setup I had, was just the orange straps that you pull, because I had those in my truck, and the guy said it was cool. I'm like, all right. So when I drove off, I thought about hooking up the other ratchet straps, but honestly, I didn't even know how to connect them. I don't even know, like, do I connect them to the loops on the camper? Do I put it over the camper and tie it down like you're, you know? I don't know. I'm very green. I'm a novice when it comes to towing. I'm getting some field experience now, but I'm still a novice. Hugs, not drugs. Guys, welcome to Reselling Stories. Well, anyways, like, comment, subscribe if you like this video. I think this is one of my best videos. I like it. It's raw, it's uncut, it's straight to the point, and you might see me die on accident, or you might see me get robbed. Who knows? Because I'm gonna film when I get over there. Anyways, so the guy in LA wants me, Palabra, rest in peace, Ryan Leone. Shout out to Ricky Mars. So the guy in LA wants me to drive it to him, and he's telling me he wants to give me $2,500. You never know. He's a firefighter. So I called my girlfriend, and she says, well, it's a firefighter. Like, you can expect a transaction to be different with a firefighter than just some guy, you know, like just, when she said that, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, if he's a firefighter, he's probably disciplined, probably has read the description, because to be a firefighter, you had to like pass a test. He's probably in shape, he can lift things, like, he's a firefighter. He's obviously probably got a truck. Maybe he's gonna put it in the fire truck. Who knows? But when she was like, "Oh, you'll probably have this," I thought about it. I'm like, that does make a little bit more sense, you know. And she had said that to me before the other guy showed up. So now it's making a lot of sense. Like, not to say that there's nothing wrong. The other guy, you see him, he's cool. He's a really cool guy, but he's a haggler. And he's a lowballer, and I'm not capping on lowballers because I am like the biggest lowballer, but he just wants it for, he wants it for $1,000. I mean, yeah, I got it for $200, but now with the hotel, the gas, we'll just say 100 in gas. It might even be more than 100. So 200 for it, 300 gas, 100 for the hotel, that's 400. I got to give Michael 100 or more, so boom, that's 500. I ripped off all the blankets and sheets, did laundry, that was $20. So now we're at $520. I bought the ratchet strap, and yeah, I'll be able to keep the ratchet straps. So, you know, I'm not going to count those because I'll be able to use those for other things. So we'll stay at $520. What was the other thing I did? Oh, I bought the fabric and the stuff, that was $15. So now we're at $535. What? Oh, we went to the car wash, and we had to like kept feeding the quarters in the vacuum because we had to keep using. It was a mess. Spent about $8 on the vacuum. Then we had to do the car wash. Spent $20 at the car wash. So now we're at $560. We had to like buy extra snacks and go out to eat because me and Michael were at the hotel. I think I bought Michael some food. Oh no, Michael paid for his own. But okay, now we're at 600. A legit 600. I'm going easy. I'm trying to think. Did I spend any? Oh. I went and bought a blanket and a pillow from this lady. I was gonna get it at Walmart, but I got such a good deal. I spent $20 on a weighted blanket. It was brand new it was Amazon Essentials. It's like a $35, $40 blanket. I got it for $20, but I can keep that, so let's not count that in. So we're still at 600. I thought I bought something else for it. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so we're at 600. That's what we got invested in. $600. So the guy knows. Okay, because the guy who sold it to me for $200, I started getting, right after I posted, I started getting messages from people. Hey, is that the same camper? Hey, the camper that you're selling for $3,000, is that the same camper that the guy was selling for $200 the other day? Yes, it is. Okay, now in the description, okay, I'm going to tell you what I worded in the description. I might screenshot it and show you guys. In the description, it says, I purchased this camper on Marketplace to restore and sell. Okay? The reason why is because every time there's a good deal and I get it and then I repost it, I always get messages that say, like, let's say I got something for $50, I'll get messages from somebody, hey, I'll give you $50 for it. No, sorry, I can't sell it for $50. Man, I know you got it for $50, so sell it to me for $60. Or, hey, sell it to me for $70 because you're making $20 on it. I know you bought it for $50 because I saw it from the other guy who had it for sale. What always happens, and I hate it when people do that, because, it was binding. Somebody bought some bindings. A guy posted bindings for $50. They're really like $200 bindings. I immediately posted them for 100 and started getting messages from this guy who was highly upset. He says, I was going to go buy the bindings, so you need to sell them to me for 60. And I said to the guy, I said, listen, dude, I said, yes, I did buy those bindings for $50. I said, do you realize I drove to go pick those up in Los Angeles traffic hour, and it took me 3 hours, an hour and 15 minutes there, an hour and 15 minutes back, and I was exhausted, didn't have time, didn't have energy for anything afterwards. So yes, I did get them for $50, but at what cost? At what cost did it really cost me? So please don't ask to get them for 60 because I got them for 50, because it took it was a lot of work getting those, man. So yes, so I think the guy did see that I got it for 2, because he kept saying to me, I know you got it for next to nothing. Hey, I know you probably got it for next to nothing, which yes, I did get it for next to nothing. But you guys, the viewers, to all my 300 subscribers, hey, like, comment, subscribe. If you're a new subscriber, click subscribe if these are the types of videos you like. If you like to, see if you're a fan of the dark, mysterious, and scary stories like Mr. Ballin, please go ahead and hit the pizza and click the like button. Anyways, subscribe, guys. Come on. Help me out. I'm trying to go viral here. All right. Hey, subscribe, all right? Hey, bro, I know you never subscribe to anybody. I know that. I know you never click like because you get too much pride. You don't want to let somebody know you're subscribing. You just would rather go to YouTube and search for them, not let them know. Bro, just subscribe. It's the best channel on YouTube. Come on. You can charge $1,000 for a membership for reselling stories. The finest editing tools. Got the finest staff behind me. Got a whole team of editors. I'll be coming out with my own crypto soon, dude. It's going to be called the Trump Biden coin. It's going to be made of gold. And on the front, it's going to say YMCA. Alright. So, let me get back to the story, Palabra. So, the guy's saying to me, I know you got it for next to nothing. Yeah, dude, I did get it for next to nothing. But you don't... Oh! So, after we got it, me and Michael... Oh my... This thing was... You guys seen the video I showed you of how nice it looks? Yeah, I wish I would have gotten a before video. I think I'll post... I don't have a video, but I got pictures. We washed the thing. Michael climbed on the roof and risked his life. Our clothes got ruined because we were using so much bleach. We were at the car wash for 6 hours. Michael called out of work just to help me get the camper. So yes, I did get it for next to nothing, but at what cost? At what cost? Okay? It's a lot of... Why do you think the guy got rid of it? Bro, this thing needed work. Like, not like work like things need to be working, because everything actually works. But this thing needed a deep cleaning, man. This was like the filthiest camper. Like, if there was a contest for world's filthiest and dirtiest camper, this would have won that competition. Now I'm going to enter it into the world's cleanest RV competition, and it's going to win that. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, reselling stories. Going all the way to the top, baby. With my Trump coin. And after that, I'm going to come out with a meme coin, and it's going to say, waste, fraud, and abuse. That's the meme coin. WFA, waste, fraud, and abuse. That's the meme coin. I'm going to pump it and dump it. Get rich off my subscribers. It's like Logan Paul. I'll get featured on CoffeeZilla and then get even more rich from the exposure. Alright. So, let me get... Where was I? So, yeah, so the guy wants me to go to LA. The tie-down situation. The reason why I didn't want to drive to LA was because it scares the crap out of me. Like, literally, like, my chest, it's scary, man. I'm starting to get towards... I gotta cut this video out soon. Yeah, but with the shaking thing, so what I did is I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna sell it to this dude. Let's just make it easy. got on the freeway, about 10 miles in, there's a rest area. I stopped at the rest area. I'm like, all right, it's now or never. I'm going to figure out this ratchet strap thing and see if I can stabilize this camper. And I'd watched a video last night. Oh, thank God I watched this video. So this video, the guy, he wasn't using ratchet straps. He was using tie downs, but essentially tying it down. And he said, I kept messing up and just things kept going wrong. He said, because I kept tying the ties so tight. He says, the camper needs room to wiggle. He says, you want to have a little bit of wiggle room to let the camper move. So when I was using these ratchet straps to tie it down, I was like, oh yeah, let me leave some wiggle room. So I was leaving wiggle room. Otherwise, I think it would like snap or something. And it's actually, I put them on. I've been driving now for about an hour and a half. It's still shaking a little. Well, I shouldn't say it. It's still shaking a lot, but it's only shaking when I get to the uneven pavement and super windy, like uneven roads. But when I'm on straight flat ground, I can get up to 60. And before, I couldn't go past 50. I might even be able to push it past 60, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so putting these straps on has made a world of difference. I feel comfortable. I mean, I don't feel comfortable, but I feel comfortable enough cruising at 50, 55, whereas before I wouldn't. Like, it's starting to shake right now, but I didn't feel comfortable cruising at 55. But right now, it's okay. Like, the camera's not even picking it up. But like, oh, there we go. Whew. Oh man, I gotta breathe. All right. So I'm gonna try to finish this video. So I didn't want to. So I make the tie downs. So we're gonna go and see this firefighter. We're going to the precinct. I'm gonna video when I get there. I'm gonna let you guys know what's up. I was video recording the other guy, like putting the camera in his face. I didn't even notice I was recording him. This guy should be a little bit more sharper. I don't want to say that. I shouldn't say sharper, because the other guy was sharp. He was a cool guy. Just people are different, you know. But this guy's probably more book smart, so he's going to pay attention to things like a camera in his face. So I'm going to record. If he asks me if I'm recording, I'm going to say, yeah, it's for my amazing YouTube reselling stories channel that's blowing up. It's about to go viral. It's Hugs Not Drugs. Anyways, when I get the merch, the Hugs Not Drugs merch, which is the whole reason I do Hugs Not Drugs, to start my merch line. Yeah, you're going to buy a shirt, right? You're not? Why? Oh, because you don't want to talk about drugs in the fire department? Right on, bro. Respect. So hopefully everything's going to go good. He's just going to hand me $25 and then give me an extra $200 for gas. I got to give Michael some money for helping me. I would really like to hire Michael full-time. Michael, if you're watching this, I'd like to hire you full-time. I just can't afford it right now, but I think the way we're going, I'll be able to hire you full-time and bring reselling stories to the next revolution. All right, guys, Hugs Not Drugs. I'll record in a minute. How's it going?
Oh, not bad, man. How about yourself? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you just moved from LA?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend are still together, but just going through some things, you know. But my car's still here, and so I'm still here like 1 or 2 days a week. So when you said you're in LA, I'm like, that wouldn't be too bad.
All right. So you live in Carlsbad though, or you back and forth, or?
Yeah, I'm back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because I work up here, but I live in Escondido.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
How long you had this thing?
1 day.
1 day?
Yep. Yeah. I've been working on it for a day. Inside is immaculate. I was up till midnight last night washing. So on top of the mattress there's I'll show you. But yeah, I was washing it all, so everything is really all set to go.
That's why you're selling it then? You only had it?
I'm a full-time seller.
You're what?
I'm a full-time seller.
Oh, like you purchase and sell, flip and everything.
But
like that.
I usually don't get these. This was just this. Yeah, I don't usually get campers.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I got a short bed truck.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been looking for something that's kind of relatively cheap because you know, depending on the condition that these things are in, they can be pricey. So that's why I'm trying to find something within my budget to.
Yeah, actually, right. So another guy came to check it out this morning, and he brought a battery, and so we were doing everything, the fridge, everything. There's water in the water. There's a 20-gallon water tank. Water's running perfectly. The gas is, there's propane in the tank. Yeah, everything's really ready to go. Yeah, we washed the top, kind of washed it. It's hard to get up there.
You didn't buy it though?
Huh?
How come you didn't buy it?
He did, but there was a whole bunch of stuff. He wanted me to because he had a camper already on his truck, and he wanted me to drive to Valley Center and then take the camper off his truck. He was but he didn't have jacks on his, so he was gonna borrow his buddy's jacks, and then we were gonna jack. It was gonna be a big like process, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's do you know what the deal with this?
So yeah, somebody tried to break in, and that's how that ended up. But like when I washed it yesterday, I mean, I had the hose. There's no water like leaking through, and you can tell when you go inside, you won't see any like water damage on the inside. Yeah.
Fix something like this.
So since it's such an old camper, I would say the easiest fix would be to get like an aluminum strip and bolt like an aluminum strip on it to make it blend in, and it would just like prevent the rain from going there and like any rodents or anything getting in.
Yeah.
But since it's so old, I mean, it's not like you can just replace the top. So see how that's kind of like 2x4 up here, like literally just get a sheet of metal and put it across and make it like blend in.
I wonder if you could pull this back down.
Maybe. But right when I was texting you, I was in the process of I'll pop it open for you, but
okay.
There's some damage to the canvas, and I got the material, and I'll give you the material. It's gonna look really nice once it's done.
Yeah, because I saw the damage and I called and I was like, I wonder how much it takes or cost, I should say, to like replace that. And dude, the places were like $1,500 to $3,000.
Yeah, here, let me show you.
I was like,
we gotta unlatch. Hold
okay,
on.
here, I'll have to get the ones across.
That's unlatched. And then there's one on the other side. All right, you got it? All right, come on in, I'll show you. All right, so, okay, that's what I do. It just makes it a little bit easier, just put a little bit of pressure on it.
Okay.
But it's so smooth. Whoever owned this didn't use it. I camped out last night in it. I was really stoked. That's why I washed, see this right here?
Yeah.
This is all, I brought this all to the laundromat. This is all washed. And then once it gets to the end, it should click in place. Yep. Yep. So now it's up. Fridge, I think it's still cold, kind of. Pots and pans. Yeah, I don't know how much propane's in there, but it's definitely working. So I took the cushions off, and I washed all these.
Okay.
Except for this. So this one right here, I would be careful. It's dirty. So all these are all washed except for this one. And the reason I didn't wash this is because I couldn't pull the zipper off.
Okay.
And so we connected this battery. It does have some juice on it because the motor started running in the faucet, because the faucet won't run without the power.
Right.
So there is juice, so it can be brought back to life because it is running it. You'll see when it's connected, all the lights turn on. Everything works.
Have I connected? Is that all right?
Just do negative and positive. It should be the rings. Yeah, yeah, there we go. These lights right here, that light works. And then you got this one right here. Then you do the water should, oh, here's the pump. So turn it on and then water. There's probably not enough juice in it then. But when he had his battery on, that thing was pouring out.
So, is this the lighting to the actual trailer? The lights around it?
Oh yeah, that's what that is, yep. Yep, that's what it is. Oh, and so these heaters, this one didn't come with it. That was put in extra, and I believe this is a hot water heater, and I believe this is a propane heater.
Okay.
Yep. And you'll see on the outside there's 2 lines, and the lines look really nice. They don't look corroded at all. Oh, right here, there's a toilet in there.
Got a little bit of rat infestation in here, huh?
Yes, they bit through there. That's where the damage came from.
So they zip. Yeah, they do zip. What do you think, pals? See anything?
Just the roof.
That's it.
Couple of holes back here.
Yeah, I'll show you the fabric I got. I mean, you don't have to use it, but I think it would be cool because the fabric that they made it with is everything's blocks. So when you're repairing it, I would assume you just repair in a block. And so since it's black and there's literally a spot that needs to be repaired in each corner, just put 4 black blocks. Boom, 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 and then it'll match. Yep. And then this is like a little mini closet, kind of. And this can run off gas and it can run off battery. And oh, this is a power inverter.
Okay.
Yep. So you could probably go solar and use this to invert your power.
These come up? Or they...
There's nothing under there.
Okay.
No. Yep.
Is this, did you get it locally or?
Yeah. Santee.
Oh, on Santee?
Yep. Guy, he's going to the Philippines like tomorrow, and he's got all kinds of vehicles. So he needed this gone so that he could park his vehicles, and I got it. Me and my friend, we've been working on it. We stayed in a hotel just to pick this up. Yeah, we.
You mind if I check over here?
Yep, go ahead, man. It's on you. This table right here. So when you sit down, it'll swivel out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So see, it gives you just enough room to move, and then look, you go like that. And
Cool. Damn tape. That is 23. Mm-hmm. I'll just double check. I counted it twice, but.
Okay. Can you hold this and just focus on me? So I'm making a YouTube video.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Cool. Thanks, man.